It is
Happy New Year.
2020.
Yeah, it is 2020.
Man, that is deep. Yeah, that was NBA Youngboy. Yeah, Youngboy is going in. NBA Youngboy.
He said them mother.
Yep. He was doing a lot.
I've been calling people a lot of MFs lately.
Really?
I think this the year for me to just cuss everybody out to their face.
Yeah, when you get a certain age, you just don't.
I mean,
don't
this
be
30 or
bossing
something. This 30 is something else. I'm telling you.
It be bossing up. But
yeah.
But somebody had posted some probably about 3 days ago. I thought it was so hilarious. Like I was like, I couldn't help but to comment on it.
What it say?
MD 2020.
Oh, had that MD 2020?
Yeah, the year MD 2020.
Mad dog. I'm gonna be a mad dog this year too.
Man, I almost want to go buy one.
But you know what they're supposed to be, huh? It ain't really mad dog.
What it is?
It's Morgan David 2020. That's the brand that made 2020. MD 2020, Morgan David 2020. But I'm gonna be a mad dog 2020 because that's what we used to.
That's what I used to drink. Every flavor. I'm thinking I might have
that red one. What was that red one called? Hey, Daddy, what's up?
Was it Sex on the Beach? No, not that.
It was a red one.
Yeah, but I can't remember. It wasn't. I can't remember that one because I only.
Because you drunk booze from Strawberry Hill. I remember Strawberry Hill.
Yeah, I remember that. But I can't think of. Was it Strawberry Banana?
I don't know.
I think it might have been Strawberry Banana.
Cocoa.
Huh?
They had some banana chocolate cocoa.
Really?
It's the little they have the market at the marquee and the people come out there with their different stuff. I've been trying. I think a lot of y'all people need to get out there. It's every Saturday, and they sell like stuff that they make.
Yeah, I've been passing it by. Is that on Westheimer?
No, it's right there by the
Oh, okay, but they got another one that be on Westheimer too.
They've been doing different.
And I
markets.
just see the little signs, and I was like, well, I don't know. I was like,
they do different little markets, but this lady she made all these different flavored cocoa. Now I know the Irish cream was the bomb because she only had one packet of that Irish cream left.
And she got one with bananas in it.
It was a banana one, and I got it at the house.
Okay.
Because I got it for you.
I know you did. Anything with bananas in it. I'm just gonna always love banana. My stomach be tore up. I'm gonna give me a banana.
It's a banana hot chocolate.
Oh, okay.
I say so. That's right up there. Put your little whipped cream on it.
Oh, girl, we on hydraulics. Why every time I get on the air?
Because you scooch up.
That's what it is.
It's because you scooch up. You be leaning against that wall most of the time. As soon as you scooch up, you start dropping to the floor. Dropping low, girl. Dropping to the floor. Look at that butt, y'all. Look at her butt. Her butt slimmer right down. Look at her. She bending it over for y'all. Bend it over. My friend, anytime a girl, you don't got some shot. I ain't got nothing done. She lost all this weight. And her booty sticking out a little further on the backside. That's what it is.
What somebody told me, girl. Ooh.
Got her lashes. She got some 20-inch lashes in the day and everything.
Yeah, I have to wear my real hair.
I like when you wear. You know, I like when you wear your real hair.
I know. I didn't know.
You know, I
didn't know it had grown this long though. I didn't know it had grown this long. So I said, let me wear a ponytail. I ain't want to wear like the bob because I don't like it when it's like straight down like that. Because I'm just a volume, and I ain't ready to like cut it yet. I'm trying to see if I can get to grow some more because I really I'm always talking about making potions and stuff. I don't make my grease.
You made your grease.
I made my grease. I don't gave it to like.
I might need some because I want my locks to grow out fast.
Really, I gave it to.
I'm gonna have to come over there and just let you grease my scalp one day.
Really, because I did Bacon Biz Mama. She came, got her hair done, and she said she loved the grease. She said because when she put it in her hair, just because
you got bacon fat in it.
She said you only need a little. But I noticed when she came, her hair just had like a shine to it. Not saying that it was dry, but it just had like a shine. And she said that's why she liked it because you don't really have to do nothing. And she had a couple of little, I ain't gonna say bald spots, but just like thin areas. And I noticed it was
kind of big. Little thin areas.
And then I haven't talked to Bacon this yet to see how it's doing in her hair. I gave it to my sister, my mama. And me and ST been using it. ST be using it for the front of his hairline. His hairline and his hair is just thick. But he wanted to stand up high. I told him I don't know what he gonna have to do to make it just stand up high, but his hair is like thick, thick, thick. Pooh Ray has thick, thick. I said your hair's so thick. Well, I don't even much know right now. I don't even know. I'm so for real, like I'm at a loss for his hair. I don't know what to do to his hair no more.
He's still getting his twists in there?
He wearing it like a flat top now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know how they wear the flat top the while? I like it like that.
I swear I just turned this volume down on him.
He don't like it like that, but I really like his hair like that. He just, my child is something else. I don't get I must have whooped this butt this morning because I'm like,
and he get too big for
whooping. Yes, but my nerves bad, girl, because I told him to get up because I know he probably had basketball practice. Like, I don't know if we supposed to just automatically know, you know, that they have practice or whatever. So I'm so used to the teacher like emailing. So I like Monday. I was like, normally they have practice on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever. And I was like, I know the teacher's gonna be at school, but nobody texts. I was like, you know what? Maybe
when they go back.
Yeah. So I just said, you know what? When I came home yesterday, I said, you know what? Go ahead and take your baths and stuff like that because I'm just take you by there. I said, if they there, fine. If not, I'll come back home and drop it back off at school. Well, they end up being at practice. So good, I just didn't let him stay sleeping, just like forget it because ain't nobody texting. Because my child's still kind of young. Like for real, like his mind ain't caught up. His body leaving his mind, basically. Because the boy tall as I don't know what. But girl, he getting strong, Lord have mercy.
Shout out to one of my cousins, Doretha, tuned in from San Antonio.
Hey.
And you know what? This is what I want to tell you. I was at my aunt's house putting together this kitchen for my little cousin. And she was telling me like one Sunday at church, because she do like the voters registration and stuff like that. And I was standing up to her. And some guys had asked her, sister, that show who that is? And she's like, oh, that's my niece. And she said she be on the radio. This how I know other people is paying attention. She's like, yeah. She said she be cussing real bad on there. She said, they was like, Say I'm gonna have to introduce you to her one Sunday when she here and y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna have to introduce y'all to her. So she be talking bad. Her say, I said, Amy, you ain't supposed to know all that. And I say, but you know I talk crazy. She said, yeah, I know, baby.
But yeah, so I don't know, Lord, but that's a boy. He don't listen though. He hard headed.
How old is it?
13.
You know what a hard head make? That's what they say, but I don't know.
Because I think, you know, I could tell him something. And he'll promise I ain't saying. I was like, I don't like nobody to do me like that. Like that's like when I tell you that I'm going outside, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. And I come back and say, you said I was going outside. You said that. I don't remember you saying that like that.
He won't pay attention.
That's what they do. Girl, no. I promise to God, I say.
That's why I scare these kids early, so they be paying attention to me. That's why they be scared of me.
Because I told him specifically, I say, take a bath. Don't go to bed because you know you got to get up at 5:30 in the morning.
Right.
The boy's word his mouth was all right, Mom. So he got in the shower. It's like 9 o'clock. I said, let me just walk up here and see if he gone with the sleep. He's sitting on that phone. Oh yeah, that's right, Mom. You said go. Did you say go to bed? I'm like, did I what?
Did you say go to bed, Mama?
Like, oh, I ain't even much. All right, Mom. I'm finna go to bed right now. Like, all right, and then I told him this morning, I said, you know what? I said, you're so hard-headed, you don't listen to me. You swear I'll be telling you these things, but I know I do. And then I was like, I'm going to just have to start taking your phone from you. And like, no, you ain't got to do nothing like that. I said, yeah, I'm going to have to.
I know, we've been telling T-Von been telling the girls to put their phones on the charge in a certain spot at 10 o'clock at night. That's what she been doing.
Well, I tried to give them the benefit of that to put the phones in a certain spot, but hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. DJ Shay.
The nasty girl.
The nasty.
Okay.
Okay, I wasn't ready for that.
You wasn't. She should have forewarned you before you came in. She didn't give you no instructions before you.
She didn't tell me nothing.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out the sweet number. We going live in 1 minute.
We already live, baby. You walked in on the live. You walked in on it. He kind of sexy too. He got a little walk and stuff. Look at him. Look.
Yeah,
It's swagger. It's swagger. Is that what they call it?
Check one, check two. You got me? You reading me? Let's get it.
Yes. So our guests have walked in the building. Thank y'all for tuning in again. So we're gonna introduce him.
He didn't introduce himself already.
Did he say his name? Because you know my brainstem cells.
Girl, I thought y'all was playing music.
We're kind of
It's kind of delay.
No, it's low. We just got it low in the background. Yeah. We live on Facebook and everything.
Hey, this is Nolan Davis. I'm here with the Record Breakers 2020 Summit. We're here to do it to death till it ain't none left. Happy to be right here with DJ Shay and the Nasty Girl.
That's correct.
That's
see how they even see see how they demeanor even change when they like DJ Shay and then he say see how you gotta say it different and look how your mouth changed and you're licking your lips and everything, baby. That's what's supposed to happen when you say that thing. You know what I mean?
Hey, I don't know about all that. I'm just trying to tell you.
Yeah, I'm telling you what I see. I'm looking at it. Look.
Tell you what you was walking into, basically.
When Miss Turner?
She on the way.
Tell her,
But
come
she
on.
wrong for that because
She should have told.
I think it's a setup.
Is it a
It got to be.
She set you up.
She didn't tell y'all, man.
Cherry passion. You should have told her.
She know I can handle my own, so it's all good.
Okay.
Let's get it.
So I went on the she sent me the email and I see that you do a lot of motivation speaking.
Yes. I am a motivational speaker.
Okay.
That's part of what I do. Yes.
What you motivate?
I motivate from an inspirational standpoint. I feel like everybody has potential in them and everybody has their own superpower. But I feel like our society has put us in a situation to where unless you drape in with success, I'm not trying to get with you. And I'm trying to cut you down and build myself up. And I feel like that's what the world does. So people bottle up their superpower to a certain degree to where they're scared to really put it out there and try to develop it because they're scared to fail. So everybody point and laugh at them. And what I try to do is create a safe space for everybody to just really kind of polish up their superpower.
Okay.
That's what I do.
That sounds good.
So I saw on there where you donated a lot of food to some kids that was in need.
Oh yeah, we as an organization, we try to give back as much as possible.
And it was the what is it called, the food bank?
Yeah, the Houston Food Bank. Yeah, we do a lot of different things in the community, but it's really about the experience. I feel like the people that's going to win when it comes to business is the people that can give you the face-to-face experience and have the online. Some people just want to have online. Some people just want to have face-to-face, and I try to bridge the gap for both.
So what was you doing at first before you decided to do this? Like you just sitting at home one day and say, you know what, I want to do this. What made you decide to do this?
Well, there's a natural evolution to everything, right? So I started off on TV. I had a TV show called The Perfect Gentleman. It was all about helping guys be the best versions of themselves. Okay. So, and a lot of it had to do with romance because I'm real romantic, right? So. I didn't want to say nothing, but I am a Mac. So I walked in like that. She's talking about my but with that being said, the more and more I started to do things, I literally kind of developed my own networking group from all the people that I met. So as we develop a networking group, I always try to put up social network on the biggest platforms. So this is not my first Guinness World Record. My first Guinness World Record is I'm actually in the book right now. I'm a current holder for the most TV interviews in 24 hours. And what I did was I interviewed nothing but my networking members. And when we put that out there, we got over 34,000 views. And so literally it was a lot of business that was done, a lot of light shine that could shine on those people in their business. Okay. And so I'm really about the business owner because I feel like most people go in business what they're passionate about or what their superpower is. So they feel like I can work as many hours a day and it not seem like work. Because only an entrepreneur can say, I don't want to work 40 hours for you, but I'll work 80 hours and it don't even feel like I'm almost dying. But I want to get up every day and do this because God, right? So because God put me out here to do that. So to have that type of support, then to have a team of people that really feed into each other and build each other. And then if everybody do a little, why not do a lot? And that's how I always come up with these big ideas so everybody can win.
Okay. So out of the people you interview, have anybody became successful at just the social media? Like they got followers, like they call you and say, Mr. Nolan, I'm doing real good at this. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. So what we do is I do my networking group as a TV show. Okay. So you sit there and I interview you, and this happens once a month or once a week or whatever the case may be. It's kind of like a BNI. You familiar with BNI, which is Business Networking International, to where everybody networks. We pass referrals around. We help each other build their business. I just do it in front of the camera, so we can now give you that content to blast out. See. Exactly.
That's good because it's like you have a lot of black-owned businesses, other businesses going on out here, but only way you can see them or know about them is word of mouth.
Yep.
So being that you give them a platform on TV, like, oh, okay, I want to go and check that person's business out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's hard to get like on radio if you got a business, and that's why I like the internet radio stations, because you can bring people in and give them a platform to let people know about their business as well. But I like what you're doing, how you're giving them a platform for people to put a face with the business.
Yes, absolutely. Now that's what we do every week and every month, right? Okay. But this is something that's absolutely phenomenal. What we're doing right now, Record Breakers 2020, is all about people breaking their own personal record. Once you break your own personal record, you literally inching your way to greatness. So I have some of the top influencers in their fields and industry that's right here in Houston. Everything from health and wealth to get fit, to building your business, to raising your kids, to relationships, everything in every aspect of life. We have some of those professionals that's going to come do a 10-minute TED Talk speech. Now, the TED Talk style speech is not like I'm selling you something. It's definitely giving you a different perspective or a different way to look at whatever's challenges you have. Because if you can look at it different, then you can come up with a different solution, and then you can go from there. So as we do that, we're also doing it at 10 different locations. So we're looking at 100 speakers, 10 speakers at 10 different locations. We're breaking the Guinness Book of World Records for the most performed live speeches in multiple cities in 24 hours. And I'm personally giving $10,000 away cash to somebody that either attends, that's a sponsor, that's a vendor or a speaker. You can come and just clean up the trash, and you can be out trash.
Come do trash. So
I'm gonna come scope out everybody. You know, that's what I do. I ain't coming. You know, I'm a nerd, so I'm gonna get the knowledge, but it's gonna look like I'm not getting it because I'm doing other things. But I know how to listen and do other things at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I'm probably gonna rub on him and get this $10,000 out his pocket while y'all trying to pick up trash. I'll be rubbing on him a little bit.
But yeah, so that's good. It was something that you said that caught my attention when you said you had people that's going to be talking to about kids and giving them point of views on how to raise them. Now, how is that? Like, what do you know of, like, what they might say, like, with that being, I don't know.
Well, I know some of them, each one of them have their own specialty. Right. So as we look at the specialty, I know some of them are talking about mental illness and suicide, right? What that looks like. Some of them are just talking about, you know, how to relate to them and, you know, inspire them, because a lot of times we look at this new generation like this is a generation lost. Like, we don't really know how to talk to them. They feel so entitled. They're on something totally different than what we grew up. We grew up from a standpoint of we literally have to be the best that we can be in the field to kind of get some type of recognition to achieve that type of success. These young people,
we had fear too.
Yes, we was fear of whoopings.
Yes,
like I was definitely
fear, like
I wasn't scared of the whooping.
I was scared of the look.
I was scared of the punishment.
And I was scared of the look.
I was more scared of a punishment than a whooping.
My mom can look at me, and I just knew that you better sit down somewhere.
Right. Right. But so it's just different aspects of life. So we have some people that are counselors, some people that are wealth strategists, some people that are, psychologists, some people that are nutritionists. So you're gonna get some of everything.
So this is only on TV. So like, what if you have a situation where you know of somebody that might need help? Could they come and like really get like a consultation with that person, like a one-on-one after the talk is done?
This thing is absolutely. So if they can come and attend, they can go to recordbreakers2020.com, buy a ticket. We're going to be hosting, literally putting out in the next 24 hours, each person at their location. But you can see each person that we have in the lineup already. They can get a ticket, and this is really branding those people. So when they're up there speaking, you literally can hear somebody speak and say, I like that person, or I like the way that they get down, right? That's the person that I need to help me with the problem that I'm having. But I want to do it from a wisdom standpoint, because you look at things in a different focal lens when you're a professional in the field. When people are looking at, well, how do you eat an elephant that's too big? The person that's done it a million times is like, not only one bite at a time, but you got to remove the hair, you got to remove the bones, you got to remove all the stuff that's not edible. And now, now we can figure out how to eat it one bite at a time. So, as we build these people, it's absolutely a great situation.
I think a lot of, for that, it'd be fear. Like, because I was on social media, I seen where this one girl said she just wanted her parents to pay attention to her if she committed suicide, because they just didn't pay attention to her.
I think that's one that need more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Mental health and suicide. I think that's something that needs to be talked about all the time.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing.
Because it's happening too much.
And it is happening too much. But here's the thing. This is an intro to know who to go to.
Okay.
Right? So in 10 minutes, if they give you some tidbits and something that you can instill in your life and it works, you know exactly who to contact. If you see their presentation and their presentation seems to click with your personality type, right? Then you know that level of communicating is much easier. A lot of times people don't really go and seek out help on anything because one, they don't want to look stupid, and two, it doesn't feel like a safe space, right? So if somebody's talking to you and you're like, that's the person I need to get with, I just create the platforms. I have a purpose statement that says I exist to serve by providing opportunities for people to reveal their greatness and inspire others to my example. So this is a platform to literally help people show that they're great at what they do. That's what I do.
That's pretty good. So what made you came up with trying to interview, just sitting back one day and say, you know what, I'm going to do something different?
Well, so because I had the TV show, right, The Perfect Gentleman, I would interview people all the time, and I make people feel very comfortable to where they don't have stage fright. And they feel like they like, hi, I'm Nolan Davis, right? So it's one of those things that the authenticity a lot of times is forgotten. Because people are always trying to present, but at some point in time, you gonna be you. The real you gonna come out. So I feel like a lot of times people put their best presentation up forward and not being authentic. Then when it comes out later, then people are like, this didn't work out, right? So I want people to know really who they're getting. So an interview really does that. And if you can ask the right questions and organically get the information, people will say, man, that seemed like somebody I like to talk to. That seems like somebody I like to work with. So from a networking standpoint, I was like, let's get a networking group together. And then I interview each person. We video it and stream it live so they can use it later, and nobody's giving that to anybody, right? So it's like when you network in the room. I got to talk to you right now, and if I miss this conversation, to miss this moment. When we leave the room, it's done.
It's over. Yeah.
When I video it, we capture the moment, and you can show it to all people that seem like they're interested in your product, your brand, or your service. So that's how I came up with it. And then I wanted to say, how can I make a big platform to show this is what we do? And so that's when I came up with the Guinness World Record of doing the most TV interviews in 24 hours. This one is just speaking. So this one is, I'm a motivational speaker, and I have a radio show as well. So I interview people for a living, and I do motivational speaking for a living. Right. So I wanted to break the record on both of the things that I really I'm passionate about.
So do you travel to other cities and stuff and do this? Or are you just right here right now?
I'm just right here right now.
Okay.
Right here right now.
Would you want to take it to other cities?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're looking for this one to go off the way I need it to package it up and then rinse and repeat.
Okay.
And then we go from there.
Well, I know Christina Turner, she always be in the right place at the right time. How you meet her?
Man, she actually came to one of my networking group at Up Socials. I think somebody you know Zarel? All right, so Zarel invited her to the networking group, and then we just became, kind of tight.
So how often do you have your networking groups?
So we do them once a month.
Okay.
So, but we have them at different locations. So we have different locations. So you have the northwest location, the southeast location. If you go to upsocialnetwork.com, you'll get all that. But everything is at a standstill until we finish this Guinness.
Okay.
So we're going to start back. I think we're doing the WBE tomorrow. But other than that, I think that's the only one we're doing before this Guinness thing.
Okay.
Because this Guinness thing is a beast. It is serious.
I just know of the book as a kid. I didn't know it was that detailed.
Yeah.
But never knew how people could get in it, basically.
Yeah, they make it hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah.
Right? So it is definitely a difficult situation. But with us traveling, it makes it that much more intricate.
Yeah. So
there's a route that we have to go, and there's a lot of different things that we have to do. But like I said, for everybody that's listening, that's watching, if you really want to be a part of something great, in 2020, everybody's saying it's the year of vision, perfect vision, year of clarity. Like, what better way to really jump off this whole 2020 situation than with creating history? Nobody's done what we're doing. So it's absolutely in a style of its own. And then just think of the networking. Everybody that's there is looking to break a record in their own personal lives, right? To be around those people and network with those people and to have the opportunity to win $10,000, you literally have to be in the room. So if only 100 people show up, it's you against 99 other people to get.
And what if you shy?
You can be shy and still win $10,000.
Because, I've been to like a networking event and I talk, but I went to this one networking event. I just feel like I ain't belong. Like everybody was like, I just didn't know how to. And then my approach when you first see me, they don't make it no better.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm just.
This thing is, like I said, it's a TED Talk situation. There's a lot of byproducts of what we're doing. So if you just sat in the room, watched what was going on, and competed for the $10,000. Now, the competition for the 10 grand is literally a social media thing. And so I don't want to release it too early because it's some people that's going to be sitting at home that's going to be trying to beat everybody else. So I want everybody to have the same level playing field. If you busy all day, and I'm just sitting around watching TV and be like, oh, I'm going to try to win the $10,000. It's really a mathematics thing. So it's really going to show the impact. And I want people to start thinking about what records in your life do you want to break? What part can you inch your way to greatness? And if you got 100 clients last year, how can we get 125 this year? If you got real close to your fighting weight, how can we get you to your fighting weight? Right? So those are some of the things. If you want to be more intimate with your family or from a relationship standpoint, how do we do those types of things?
So y'all got somebody that can show somebody how to do that.
See, my real. That's why I'm like, don't be asking questions like that.
Hey, we really all about the business. All about the business. That's right, Brandon. Record Breakers 2020.
So how can somebody, like, if they want to be a part of this, how can they watch it, see it, participate? What time it's gonna air? Come on.
You need to be there. Don't let it air. If you're not here in Houston, and you can watch it at Up Social Live on Facebook from 9 to 9.
Okay.
But we're gonna have 10 different locations. If you're here in Houston, you need to be a part of it. Recordbreakers2020.com. So yeah, that's what it is.
So what day is this supposed to go down?
The 18th. We're looking at 11 days from today.
Okay.
So that's on a Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, I ain't gonna be able to.
It's a 12-hour event. You can come to any one of the locations that can fall within your time slot. You going all day on the 18th?
We be working. Let me see.
You can be working on this $10,000. It's up
I
to
know.
you.
I'll be like,
I told you I'm gonna rob on you for that $10,000.
What you talking about?
Yeah, the 18th. That's a Saturday. Yeah, I literally probably have to take out. That's what I would have to do, take out. But that's real interesting because when Christina reached out to me, I didn't know. So that's why I went watch the footage, and I seen that you was on a couple of shows. So what other platforms have you got a chance to tell about other than your own platform? Like, have you got a chance to go to any of the other internet radio stations in Houston?
I think I've been on a couple of other shows. I was just really a call-in situation.
Okay.
I've done that. I been on Isaiah Factor.
Yeah, I saw that.
So we were on Isaiah Factor talking about the last one. I should be going back to talk about the new one.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this.
Have you met Dr. Dunn?
I have not.
Okay, I'm gonna reach out to her and see if I can get you to get on her show.
That'd be perfect. Anything we can do to push it to get. I'm trying to get as many people involved as possible.
Yeah, because it's interesting. I mean, I'm still a little clueless, but it sounds interesting. Just the mere fact that you're gonna have different people speaking, they have their own businesses and things.
Right.
Basically, just putting knowledge out there.
Absolutely.
And then I think too.
Is it an age limit?
Age limit. We're not really looking for kids, so we really looking just for adults and business owners, because I really want somebody to win that's a business owner. So we can, and it's more about the story, right? Let's say you win $10,000. See, people don't look at opportunities; they only look at surface, right? They don't really peel the onion back layer for layer. Here's how I'm looking at it, and I've never shared this with anybody else. I want to give $10,000 to a business owner. Now, the reason it's a business owner is because you can track the increase of what that business has done and the story, right? If you win $10,000 from a Guinness World Record event, the follow-up story has eyeballs and people are already interested, as opposed to me just saying, hey, I found 10 grand and I put it in my business. Let me show you what I did with it. When I give you that money cash on stage, and that's video, when we capture that moment and say, well, what did DJ Shay do with that $10,000? It's going to be at least 1,000 people to see that you won the $10,000, because we're going to have at least 100 people at each location. At least. We're looking at about 300, right? So when you look at it from that standpoint, you now have an audience and you have an opportunity. The other part of that is that it almost holds you to the fire. Yeah, you're not going to really trick off 10 grand.
I say you better do something with that money.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I want it to be a situation of all of those elements, so the follow-up story still promotes your business. But most people only look at things on the surface and they're like, I just want to get this $10,000. Right. If you say what you want to get the $10,000 for, because that's part of what you're going to have to do, we want to show that you literally put that $10,000 to use and used it as a seed to grow, and now we're looking for the harvest. What did you grow with that $10,000? Right? And so it's those stories that motivate and put hope into other people. Right? So you got an opportunity to be a speaker. All you got to do is be a CEO, a professional in your field, a visionary, an author right here in Houston. And if you have a small following, get a couple of people to come to support you, you don't really have to pay anything to be a part of it. Mm-hmm. And you have an opportunity to win $10,000. And we're streaming it live. Now, here's one of the things that I am going to tell you. When we stream live in my networking group, when we stream live, people pass that stream out. We get hundreds to a couple of thousand of views, right? Mm-hmm. When you got 1,000 people competing for $10,000, everybody, part of the competition is you have to put that stream out. That's going to be hundreds of thousands of views. Mm-hmm. What platform is bigger than that? And all you have to do is have some of your friends come and support you. Mm-hmm. For you to literally be videoed and live streamed as a professional in their field. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're doing.
So these people that's in this already literally have up and running business. They not coming and say, well, I'm trying to start a business, basically.
Right. They are known as professionals in their field. Mm-hmm. And we kind of vet them from that standpoint. Mm-hmm. We look at what they're doing, look at their background. Maybe they have some other speaking situations, but you still want to be in the room. You don't have to be a speaker to come and just be in the room, because it's only going to be 10 speakers at each location. Okay. But if you're knowledgeable in your field, even if you're passionate, sometimes people are so passionate about things. I got people that own a business in one thing, but they're passionate about something else. Mm-hmm. And they've been doing that, and they still a professional in that field. Mm-hmm. And they want to share that from that standpoint. So it's whatever you want to do.
So you say you started out doing the gentleman's thing.
The Perfect Gentleman.
The Perfect Gentleman, did that end?
It did. So we were going to be on R&R TV, which was a national network right there on Dish Network. Mm-hmm. And we filmed the whole season, 13 episodes, and was really thinking about doing the next season, mm-hmm. but R&R TV went under right before we got started. So my show aired right here in Houston on HTV, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But it wasn't a situation of having enough sponsorship because it was so local. R&R TV was going to be it was a national station. So when we finished with that, I actually had all the video equipment, and that video equipment, I started my own video production, and that's how I got into video. It's from that. What's going on? You need a step stool to get up on?
Sit right there so we can see you in the camera.
Like that chair is too tall. You want to?
You started already?
I mean, come on. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Christina Turner.
That's your chair passion in the house.
Hey, y'all. How are ya?
We good.
I miss y'all.
I know.
Y'all look good.
Do it?
Yeah. I miss y'all. I want to get some love. Oh, yeah. What's going on?
We was upset with you at first because you had warned the man about the nasty girl.
Well, he need a little bit of surprise every now and then.
He fell right on there.
Yeah, look, I knew he would. I knew he would. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He just been kind of telling us about the event. The Guinness Book of World Record interviews that he's been doing, kind of giving us the knowledge on what's going on and how it's gonna take place and what day it's gonna air.
Right.
Where it's gonna be, like the locations and stuff like that.
Right.
So we just asked him a couple of questions. I asked him how he met you, because I know you be all over the place.
I am. I'm everywhere. But for the last 2 years, I've been grounded.
How?
Well, my mother became ill, and then she did pass away last August, and I have been in 3 car accidents here, people hitting from behind. I've had 5 back surgeries and a neck surgery. So, yeah, I've been grounded, and it's been killing me. So, thank God for money that I had in the bank at that time, and because I wasn't working, I didn't have any clients, I didn't have anything. So now I'm just getting back. I just had my last back surgery in November. Mm-hmm. And so I'm excited. I'm doing some new business ventures. So I still have my other businesses, but I've been focusing on my new business ventures that I'm working on right now because I need to create money without me having to be there. So it needs to be on automation. You know how I feel about entrepreneurship. So, you know, I believe in entrepreneurship as far as us, you know, having some stability and we starting our businesses and everything. But I also believe that we need to take another step higher. We need to be able to have money coming to us on automation for stuff that just happened. It was a lesson learned for me because, you know, with me, I've been so as long as you've been knowing me, I lived in Brazil for 4.5 years. It just is
everywhere.
Yeah, you know, from Africa and all over the place. So, so I'm learning some new stuff. Plus, I'm getting older. You know, I just turned 52.
All right.
And in December.
Woo,
so just
woo.
So
I was just talking about that. This was when I walked in
were
here.
were you really the 52?
No, I'm just talking about getting older.
Just getting
Oh,
older.
honey, it's one. You know what? I just
No.
We don't have to talk about that off the air.
No, because y'all got to stop that.
What?
Y'all got to stop.
Stop that lie y'all telling us.
Because I had a friend say, wait, take it. I'm like, no. All this stuff be going on, back, work, head.
Yeah, I mean, you get that, but you have to take supplements. I mean, you have to take care of
You got
Your ABCD, look, your ABCDEFG.
Yeah, you have to take all the way down to Z. I mean, you have to have zinc. You have to have magnesium. Magnesium, my doctor told me to be on magnesium because she says the older that we get, we won't absorb magnesium as much as we used to as a kid.
What is magnesium for?
And you know what it is too for me? I haven't been drinking my stuff for the month of December. So I talk about it later. But look,
Okay.
you want to drink some of it, baby?
All right.
It ain't like
that.
No, but I haven't been drinking my stuff, which has all of that in there.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's,
I know one of my friends
you know,
said we need to go to the it's a aureologist where they, you know, look in your eyes and tell you like, you know, what ailments you got going on in your body. Which it really worked because I did it once before, like years ago. And she was just
what
saying,
it's called?
aureologist.
A who?
Aureologist. And I'm saying it wrong because you know me. Baby, I will
Not
tap a
gonna
word.
say nothing.
Because I will tap a word. But yeah, so about the vitamins, but I thought everybody can't take vitamins.
Everybody can't take vitamins, but there are some in your foods, even your diet. I had to change a lot. I know that I cannot do sugar. Because the 15 on until just yesterday, I know that if I eat sugar, it causes me to have hot flashes. So
really?
If I eat sugar, I will be on fire from the inside out. And I'm talking about an excessive amount of sugar. So all it started with that birthday cake. And then it triggered because I haven't been eating sugar. I have a diet that I follow on a regular basis. And after that, it's like, ooh, I had to stop. And then, you know, Christmas. And then New Year.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
then
I like that.
Don't forget Thanksgiving.
Well,
like
yeah,
it's all together.
Yeah, that Thanksgiving. And then being a holiday baby, you know, so you got celebratory moments all that time. And then drinking a lot of champagne, because that's my drink of choice. And, you know, I could drink it all
drink
day.
everything.
Well, I don't
If
drink
it's handed to me, I'm swallowing it, baby.
When was your birthday?
December the 15th.
The most Sagittarius this month.
I was at home. I had like a little. I'm not gonna say I had a get together, but
I wasn't invited either.
Because they were so concerned about me. They were like, "Can we come over?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I bought myself a cake because I always buy myself a cake, and I'm always gonna have a bottle of champagne, even if I'm by myself. So I had a cake. So they ate my little teeny weeny cake. They ate it. So
you didn't need that hot flash anyway.
Girl, listen.
Well, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
I just see you on Facebook a lot, but I never knew you was going through all those things though.
You know how.
I already know.
Yeah, you know.
Like you tell us this, y'all. I never forget. She told us, y'all eat too much. Can we just do business? I was like, no, we gotta go lunch.
Oh yeah, when I first came.
Yeah.
Oh my
like, why y'all eat so much? Y'all always talking about going out to eat.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I told somebody that the other day. Every time I meet somebody and they tell me they're from New York or whatever in that area, I always think about you.
Oh. Well, we're gonna do some great things because I told you when I called you I need you.
I know.
So I'm pulling you back in. So
I was trying to take myself out.
Yeah. Well, you know what I call.
I've been MIA for about a year.
Yeah, but you know what I call is I'm always, it's always legit. So what did he tell y'all about the Guinness?
A lot. A handful. He don't told us everything just about.
You know I'm speaking.
You got your 10-minute segment?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm trying to narrow it down because you know how long-winded my tale is. So
she'd be like, "This gonna be a short live."
Yes. So I'm really, really excited. It's just, even when I started writing, like I could feel exactly what I, want to say. So I'm writing everything. I'm just like at the end, and then I have someone that's working with me, so that I don't go over my 10 minutes.
Okay.
Because I feel like I said, because I don't want to go a preacher mode. Because when I was writing, I was like, ooh, I feel. I was like, they may get like a.
See, y'all, that's good because I know I don't know. I ain't gonna say I can do nothing like that.
You gonna hoop for them a little bit?
I might run across the stage. Don't be surprised.
Hey, we videoing the whole thing. When I tell you I'm watching that over and over, like that's so crazy.
Yeah. So this is what I really, your listening audience. I miss y'all. It's been a minute since I've been in here, but listen, underneath the sound of my voice, this is what I need for y'all to do. I need for you to go to Eventbrite, okay? Because these tickets are $27.
Yep.
And the tickets are $27. You can go to any location. There's 10 different locations. There's a list of us speakers. So you're able to put your code in. So it'll be like for me, what is my code? Christina next up. That's a Christina next up. You can pick whatever location you want to go. And it's from 9 to 9. So that means they can hop a little bit, right? From one location to another. So you're talking about, let's say that, my area would be River Oaks. I think my area is River Oaks. But if you want to go down into Spring and see somebody else to speak, you have that ability to do that for $27. So it's a full day of empowerment, which is what we really, really need, especially in times like these. You need to get a word from the people who can give a good word. It's not just about business, because a lot of us are entrepreneurs and we have different backgrounds, but you're going to be able to take something away from it. So if you're listening Facebook Live on the radio here at DMT Radio at 90.3, I need for you to go on Eventbrite now. It's $27. That's how much the ticket is. Now, if you want to be a vendor, I need for you to get that in like right now, like within 24 to 48 hours to be a vendor, because that price is on your for $150, which is.
So a vendor, go into detail about that. Like they come to whatever their location, and if they selling purses or perfume, they come set up in there where y'all speaking.
Yes,
and they just in the background or something like that.
Actually, we put together one of the best vendor packages ever, right? So here's the thing. We're looking for 300 people in each room. You can be a vendor at that location. So we have two types of vendors. You can just be a vendor to sit right there. But the best vendor is the record breaker vendor that you actually get a Guinness certificate of participation from Guinness, right? You actually get 2 minutes to go up and speak on stage in front of all 300 people. We stream that live and we video that as well while you're a vendor. So it's absolutely an amazing
that's
package.
good. That ain't never been done before.
Absolutely.
That's never, and I've never even
That's
heard of
real
that
good
before.
because you know how many events we have, and vendors and me as putting things together, I always felt like, man, I always want to do, when I did events, I always want to make sure somebody got something out of it, basically.
Right.
And I just look like, dang, but the vendors can't nobody buy them. You feel bad because nobody never got anything from them.
Right.
So to me, I always feel like, dang, man, did they give anything worth out of it?
Right.
So I think that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
That's a real good thing.
Right. So how many vendors do you know get an opportunity to to say anything about their business for 2 minutes.
None of them. They just sit back there and stare their stuff. They don't never get to speak.
They never get to speak, and not even forget that. What about that $10,000? So
they still get a chance to win. Everybody in the place get an opportunity to win $10,000.
Oh, okay.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, that's worth it. That's worth it.
That's what
$27.
$27.
What's the package for the vendors?
The vendors 2 packages. One just a regular vendor is $150. The package I was telling you about is $225.
That's still not bad.
I know it,
because you're getting that certificate.
Absolutely. And you getting the video.
But I wouldn't even much worry about it, but you getting the certificate. The certificate means a lot.
Right.
The certificate means a lot. Yeah.
Here's my thing. My thing is that I'm a marketer, right? So I'm a salesman. So what do you have to do to help people buy from you? You have to build your credibility, right? So let's say you make purses or whatever the case may be, and you finished your speech, a 1 minute, 2 minute type of deal, and you came up there in front of all of these people, and you have the video that shows that you're talking to. How many people that you know stand on stage and have a professionally done video? I'm saying, let me tell you what I put in my purses. Here's why I started this purse situation. Here's why I started tell your story in 2 minutes. That video is worth more than $225.
You never know what people. You just invite them out. Like I know one year we had a lady that did soap. Her name is Bougie Flame, and she came in here and we fell in love with her. And we just was supporting her and buying her soap. It's a couple of vendors I think they need to probably jump on it.
Right. So here's the thing. My thing is, there's something called a blue ocean strategy, right? From a blue ocean strategy, that means you remove yourself from all your other competition. So if you sell soap and I sell soap, but I have a video of me up there talking about all the natural ingredients, you see the audience is captivated, I'm on stage, you automatically think, this is a better soap maker than this person.
Right, because you have better credibility.
Absolutely. And that visual of a professionally done video, there's nothing like. So for $225 to get that Guinness Book of World Record certificate of participation, to be streamed live with all the other bigwigs, you're there like a live commercial, but then to have the video to go along with it, to have the table to put all of your products and services out and capture any leads that you want and have the opportunity to win $10,000. I'm exhausted. I feel like fainting right now. Put everything, my back, neck, and toes into it. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. So it's just one of those situations that if you're a business owner, if we all do a little, we can do something huge and magnificent. I'm not trying to get rich off of one person. We're just trying to collectively put something together and show the impact and of the magnitude of us working together.
Which is something that's one of my prime things is to build community. And I think I have said that like since I came to Houston, that we need to be a community amongst entrepreneurs, amongst ourselves, because it's something that I learned is that your wealth is determined by your network. It's your network, and you have to have some type of connections with people that can get you where you need to go. Because even me being a Lone Ranger, I can only do so much. The thing is making sure that you're connected to the right people, and the right people. And this is one thing that I noticed too, just being in the business just over 25 years, is that sometimes we think that we're connected to the right people, that they can get us to where we think that they need to get us, and they're really not the right people to get us as far. We have to be able to receive people and to accept them where they are, and then know when to leave them where they are, and then pursue specifically if this is where you have a higher goal or a higher vision for where you want to be, then you definitely want to be able to move in that vision. And that person who you think that you need to be connected to, or you may feel that you're beholden to, cannot get you there. We have to have enough fortitude to say, you know what? I love you, but I gotta go. I gotta take another step higher or 5 steps higher, and not feel guilty about wanting to be better. And I think us as a Black community, and us women in business and Black people in business, period, we have a problem with being beholden to people, and we feel that we get stagnant because we feel that we can't let people go to go where we need to go.
Because it's mostly it boils down to loyalty.
Right.
And if that's how you was brought up, that's what hold a lot of us people back is loyalty.
Right.
And you got some, not saying that others are not loyal. It's just that that's one of the main goals. It's not that you don't feel like you can't do it. It's like, dang, if I leave this person, you start thinking about all the stuff they done did for me, I can't leave them behind.
Well, see, one of the things that I learned, because with me growing up in New York, I still have friends that's there in New York, and I have friends everywhere actually. And as progressive that I have been, what I've been telling my friends to do, listen, I know a person that can do this, whatever, this is what I need to do. Because once you get to a certain level where you can start grabbing people back, you can't worry about, I'm leaving. You have to be like Abraham. You got to leave your countrymen, your kindred, and go into a place unknown, which is Houston was really unknown for me to come here. And I'm not going to say that Houston was all bad or negative, but I learned a lot of lessons, because if I had not gotten away from my kinsmen and people that knew me everywhere I went, everybody knows my name, hey Christina. But then when I got into an atmosphere where people did not know me, I grew. So now I'm able to go back and say, hey, this is what I need for you to do. I don't want to be the only person that's writing big checks. When we go on vacation, I want everybody to have their own money. I don't want to buy any more airline tickets. I don't want to pay for no more hotel rooms, because now I'm going to give you tools that you can use to come up a little bit higher. If we have that type of mindset when it comes to entrepreneurship or anything that we do, even, with our children, I mean, when they get grown, sometimes they have to leave and then they'll come back and say, hey, I learned this and this is what I think we need to do. And if we get that in our mindset, we'll be a lot better, and we can build stronger communities instead of tearing each other down and saying, oh, this person out loyal, all that I did for them and I did this and I hooked them up with that. Well, thank God that you were a way. You provided a way, but you provided an opportunity. But I'm the one who have to do the work.
It basically goes back to, as a people, we need to know that we just there to plant a seed and watch them grow. And once we get that mentality, then we'll be all right.
Right. Once we get it. Mm-hmm. And we have to
tell a lot of people don't get it.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people don't get it.
Here's the thing. If we look at it like we look at sports, right? Mm-hmm. Like if you have somebody that grew up on the block that's right there with you, and then they go away to play ball overseas, mm-hmm. or they go to train for a fight, that's okay for people. People be like, oh, he's over there training, he's going to do this, mm-hmm. he's going to do that. But they don't look at our own businesses like that, to where we can say, hey, I'm just trying to take my business to the next level. It's nothing about you. We still cool. I just can't hang out with you every day. Just like if I was going to train to play ball, like if I was in camp somewhere, it's the same thing.
But see, that's a good analogy that you just gave. Most people are not giving that analogy like that.
Right.
Because we're not taught to think that you got this platform coming on, and if y'all talking like that, then I think people receive it different, and they can be able to open their minds and see what they getting in the receiving.
And that's exactly why when I say a 10-minute TED Talk, I
don't know if 10 minutes, Christina don't start talking, I'm like, is everybody really, if everybody interested in talking like that, I'm gonna think somebody gonna need some more minutes. Y'all gonna have to keep this going.
But mm-hmm. now you know who to contact.
Yeah,
you know where to go.
That's true.
You know whose book you want to buy.
Okay.
You know whose live streams you want to watch.
Right?
Yeah. That's exactly what this whole thing is.
I got it now. I got it. See, I'm a little slow. I got it.
Well, and I had a problem with it too, but because in my former life, with me being a preacher, when they taught us how to preach the gospel, the first thing we had to learn how to do is preach in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, I was like, oh, it's been almost 10 years since I've been in the pulpit. And I remember the last day that I preached my last sermon. And I'm like, oh my God, am I hitting the ground again? It's like all over again. But you can get to the meat of it and have people run around the church in 10 minutes. It only take about 10 minutes to do that. Mm-hmm. It don't take all day.
Yeah. It really does.
It don't. It really don't.
It don't take all day.
Yeah, I can speak on that. It really don't. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's great. I'm really glad, Christine, you called me and told me about Mr. Davis. This is very interesting. Y'all have captured my attention. I tell you that.
Well, thank you.
Good.
Thank you. I hope to see you there.
I'm a child. I got to tell y'all.
Now,
I got to tell
what's
this
the
good old
website
manager.
again?
If you go to www.recordbreakers2020.com, everything will be there.
Okay. Y'all hear that?
Recordbreakers2020.com. If you want to be a vendor, this is the place to do it.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of people that, all weekend you'll be paying $1,500 or $1,200 for a booth, and you don't have half of what we give it, right? So if you want to be a vendor, this is the place to do it. If you feel like you're a speaker, you're a professional in your field, a visionary, a CEO, an author, you feel like you're a motivational speaker, you're charismatic, you want to get on the biggest stage, this is the place to do it. If you're looking for all the information that can literally help you break your own personal record so you can inch your way to greatness, this is the place to do it. If you want to surround yourself with other like-minded individuals that feel like they live in the biggest room in the world, which is room for improvement, and they trying to get better, this is the place to do it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now, did you talk to them about Up Social Live that you're going to be redoing? Man, okay, so let me tell y'all about my experience with Up Social Live.
Tell the experience, Christina.
Wait, can you whisper your experience?
No, don't whisper nothing.
Put it out there on the street.
I'm going to tell you my experience with Up Social Live. Listen, if you are an entrepreneur, even if you're trying to launch a project or you want to get into something, that is actually the place to go to on Thursday morning. Now, I am always late.
Yes.
I am never there at the appropriate time at 8:30 in the morning. And the reason for that is because my meditation time takes precedence of me moving around in the world. I have to get grounded first before I go out and meet with the natives. When you go there about your business, I say even with GMT Radio, you can do that and talk to people about it. You have that, and there are how many people that's tuned in every week? I mean, it's so many people. Yeah. Then we have the live radio. He has the live radio. It's just so much. It's thousands and thousands of people that are tuned into your marketing, to your brand, and people have gotten clients through the Up Social Network. The live. People have just watching. People were calling them and texting them and things like that. So I cannot wait for when I'm ready to release my new ventures. I'm so happy and excited. Me and my dad are working on a project together, which is so phenomenal. When I said, yeah, you got to go with me to, wherever we got to go. And he was like, all right, that's a weekend. I was like, nah, Dad, it takes a weekend for us to get over there. He was like, oh, okay, so what you need me to do? He's an expert in his field, and I need him so he can back me on what I need to do. So we're going to take a trip for my next business venture. So I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait because guess where I'm going to be debuting it?
Where?
On
Guinness?
I'm debuting it. Cool. I'm going to debut it.
I'm going to let you debut it.
So Up Social is every Thursday morning.
Every Thursday morning.
Right. So it is.
At 8:30 a.m.
Yes.
Central Standard Time.
No, at 9 o'clock. 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Yep, 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
9.
Yep. At 9 a.m.
And what is on
YouTube? It's on Facebook and it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
At Up Social Live on both of them. And then I have Step Up Radio. So my thing is, I just try to give people what they need, right? Mm-hmm. We try to give you, if you got the seed and the potential, we trying to give you the nutrition, the fertilizer, the sunlight, the water. We're trying to give you everything that you need to help grow your business, right? And we really want to be a community of people that do that. So if we have where we meet every week, if we have outlets like media, like we're on KCO8, Step Up Radio is self-discipline, talent, experience, and purpose will unleash your potential. So we have nothing but the motivational part to that. And then we're doing events like this, and you don't even know what's happening with Up Social for 2020. When I tell you, I got something brand new that I'm implementing, it's gonna knock your socks off. But we're gonna release that at Guinness. That's part of one of the that's part of one of the secrets.
So I'm not gonna know until then.
Now you might know 5 minutes before then.
Really?
Like before, I might pull you backstage and be like, "This is what I'm gonna say," and then go out there and say it.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So here it is. Those of you that are listening, this is something that I really think. Listen, whatever you want to do, and I'm not going to talk about my speech that I'm going to say, but I'm going to give you a snippet. You are well equipped to do what it is that you want to do. Every dream that you have had, and it keeps coming to you over and over again, you're well equipped and you are good soil. And so you're fully equipped, everything that you have, it just now you just need to move into the cultivation about my speech, because you have to be able to get over your fear of failure. And people like, oh, I'm not afraid to fail. Okay, so let me just let you know this. Fear of failure and fear of success is equally the same. They are not different. They are the same thing. If you are afraid and you have all these excuses, I have a business coach who just she tore me out of the frame so many times. And she was like, I just keep hearing excuses from you why you're not doing this, because we be so worried about all these other people. And there's more for you than there are against you. You have to know that once you step out and launch, there's more. And you can't sometimes familiarity.
You're preaching to me, Christine.
You
are. Go ahead. Keep saying what you said. Yeah.
Because and what you need to know as well is familiarity breeds contempt. And what that's so familiar with you and with who you are and what you have been doing, they keep attaching themselves to you from your past. And they keep saying, well, this, I can't see that happening, or you're supposed to be like this or whatever. That is not, God created you the way that you are right now. Everything about you, from the ends of your hair to the tip of your toes, you are made exactly that way, to do exactly the way you want to do it. And how you do it is not going to be the same way somebody else would do it, because your gift is not equal to mine. Now I'm gonna tell you a quick story, because I think
I'm gonna need for why you been.
Because I waiting on some.
Because I've been.
Well, I know what you said, but for real, like, this is real deep. Like, I wasn't expecting none of this.
Okay, but listen, I'm gonna give you guys a story. My granddaughter Talaya, she's 14 now, and Talaya at 2 years old wanted to bake a cake at 2. So I said, okay, I'm gonna teach you how to bake a cake. And so I went through the steps of, you can't put cold butter in the batter, you have to let it stay and get soft, and then your eggs have to be room temperature. And so I had them like soaking in warm water so they can warm up a little bit, and then we put them on the counter, and then we was making this chocolate cake. Now I've been making chocolate cake forever. This is a little toddler, 2 years old. She's on a step stool, and I'm teaching her how to crack the egg. Oh wow! Wow! So she's on the step stool, and I'm teaching her how to crack the egg, and how you put the egg in, and how you put the butter in, and everything like that. And then I put the cake in the oven. So then we frost the cake when it cooled, right? So I tell my son Daniel, her daddy, I said, Talaya made the cake. He was like, Talaya made the cake? And I said, yeah, she made the chocolate cake. So he was like, let me taste the cake. The cake was gone. Everybody ate the baby's cake. My cake ain't never been gone that quick. The cake was gone within that night. Now, the next week, I'll make a chocolate cake.
You trying to see something? You trying to see something?
You was mad. She was like,
she was trying to see. I said it in a nice way. That's why I say she's trying to see something.
She's like, she's taller than me. They're eating her cake. All of these things.
She's trying to see something.
So the baby, maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks later, I made a chocolate cake. And we had people over. The same people that came over, they did not eat my cake like they ate that baby's cake. Her cake was much more better than my cake. And you know what? I stopped making chocolate cake. Not baking cake. I just went on ahead and just started making something else. But if we need a chocolate cake, that's the person to go to, is Talaya. You see what I'm saying? So I can't say that, well, I taught you how to make the cake and how you going to make the cake better than me, because familiarity breeds contempt. Because I could say, well, you was only 2 years old. Now, I don't know how good the girl can make a cake now, because she doesn't bake like she used to, because she's 14 now, so she's doing her own little thing. But I can guarantee you, if we went into that kitchen today, that girl's still gonna make a better chocolate cake than me. You see what I'm saying?
So I always feel like, and you heard me say this before, that everybody has their own superpower.
Yes.
When you look at Justice League, and I'm an Avengers fan, but when you look at Justice League, like Superman can probably hold his breath all day, but Aquaman talk to the fish and make the water move, right? So stay your ass out of the water, Superman. Like, this is my lane right here. Like, everybody, just because you can do a lot of different things, sometimes people can do things better than you, and that's what step up is. Self-discipline, you got to practice everything, but your God-given talent is something that you do that's better than everybody else. And so sometimes you just need to be within the right community and the right environment to help you develop that. And so a lot of times the jealousy and everything that you're talking about hinders you from really developing that and that evolution of that superpower. So that's what we try to do literally at Up Social, is make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to shine,
Right.
so we can really put that superpower
So
out
I got
there.
one question. So like, say y'all got somebody in the artist, they always around, they this, that, and other, but they got one project they working on with y'all. But then some just snap like, that's not what they're supposed to be doing. Do y'all let them know that? And do they receive it?
Well, it's really not. My thing is not to let you know. My thing is to let you find your own way. So as you look at Aristotle, when you look at Socrates taught within asking questions. So the Socratic way of doing anything is asking questions. So sometimes you might have to fail to arrive to where you are. But if you fail with love, like, you know how a baby fails, and you be like, oh, that's all right, baby. You dust them off and you put it out there, instead of saying you did this wrong, you did that. We just rebuilding the community. Most people already have a business, right? So this is what they're doing. If we need to help you tweak this and that, then absolutely, like, this will probably be a better outcome or a better result.
Right.
Then we go from there.
Right. And you have to be willing to take. Listen, we're going into the next decade. People talked about 2020 vision, having clarity and vision, but it's something that, and it was unusual. My goddaughter, who's also my niece, her daughter has said, "Mom, it's double portion. This is the year of double portion." So it's not just having clarity of vision, but it's also having a double portion of everything that is good within you. But you also got to be careful too that double portion could be everything that is not good within you. And so it was what someone said, like, you have two different people. You have a wolf, and which wolf are you going to feed? You know what I'm saying? Which animal inside of you are you going to feed? Are you going to feed the one that you know that's capable? I would just say, just launch out. And I was talking about how when I was 5 years old, how I just ran into the ocean. And my dad kept saying, wait, I'm going to take you to the ocean. I'm going to take you, but I want you to wait for me. And I did not want to wait. I was ready to swim at that time, at that place. I have never swam a day in my life. I hadn't even been in the kiddie pool. As big old ocean, and I run out into the ocean, and I almost drowned. But guess what? They was pumping the water out of me when I came to. I just remember, man, I want to do that again. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not always a fail. Sometimes you need to tweak your methods. Sometimes you need to develop skills. And that skill took me to college, where I was a swimmer. In college, I swam in high school. So I could have been so afraid because of that one thing. And the people capitalized on the weakness of me drowning. My dad goes, oh, no, you can't get into the water, because remember the last time you almost drowned. If he would have kept focusing on that, I probably would have never been on a swim team. I probably would have never, ever been able to do any of the things that I want to do. And even doing what I do now, I never would have been as adventurous. And sometimes our fears will stop us from just being adventurous. Just do the damn thing. If you want to do it, just go ahead and do
it, Nancy. Yeah.
Do it, Nancy girl. Do it.
Okay.
This has been great. I'm glad y'all came into the show. I really appreciate it. This is our time.
Cool.
And
Get a website. Get a website one more time.
recordbreakers2020.com. If you're in Houston and you want to take your life to the next level, take your business to the next level, if you want to be around positivity, if you want somebody to help help you develop your potential, you need to be at one of our 10 locations. Help us make history, break a Guinness World Record, and it's all going to be streamed live right here in Houston. RecordBreakers2020.com. I'm Nolan Davis, and I'm out.
And tell your friends, you know someone that wants to get out there, you know they have something to give. The tickets are $27. I'm sorry, it's $27 for tickets. You and your group of the friends could come. You get a chance to win that $10,000 as well. If you are a entrepreneur, you're going to be doing whatever you need to do. You also have that opportunity as a vendor to pay to get into that $10,000. I am Christina L. Turner, serial entrepreneur.
And they need to go to Eventbrite.
Yes.
Get all this.
Yeah, go to Eventbrite.
So you can just go. You can go to Eventbrite from RecordBreakers2020.com.
Okay.
Right.
So
Everything is RecordBreakers2020.
Right.
Yep.
Y'all heard it. Y'all got it.
I know they
And
do.
if y'all don't know it,
Now you
y'all
know.
better hit Nasty Girl up on social media or me on social media. And I'm going to forward you over to Mr. Davis,
Boom.
Mrs. Turner, baby. Peace. We out of here. Y'all catch us next Tuesday.
Thank you.
We going in.
Deuces.